All right, cool. There was some problem with the previous stream. You can join this one. You can, yeah, right. So there was some issue with the previous stream. Just give me 1 minute, right? All right, cool. So let's. Right. So I was talking about Bank Nifty. Right. So I was talking about this 30-minute or the. This is basically entirely a daily demand zone, right? If you see, there's a big base here. It was very widespread. All right. So that is why there was some issue with. I mean, that is why it went this deep. I wasn't expecting it to go this deep, really. I was expecting some reaction from here itself, which is why I did not participate in the down move which happened on this day, right? But here, definitely, there was a nice long, and now it's just consolidating at this supply. So do not do anything today. Wait for some range to develop in Bank Nifty, all right? This was the intraday demand, right? This was the demand which was the first pullback. So what I call this is the first pullback demand, right? If you see, this is the impulse, this is the impulse, and this is where the first pullback happened, right? So this is the first pullback demand. So if this starts to go, then we'll see some broader range building up. These supplies are very strong. So don't do anything in Bank Nifty right now. And Bank Nifty is kind of weaker than Nifty as well, if I am correct today. All right. So somewhat similar, right? Let's check out Nifty IT. What Nifty IT is doing, right? So Nifty IT is stronger than both of them. All right, on intraday charts. So don't really short Nifty today. All right, Bang. If you want to take a short trade, then Bank Nifty is your choice. But the problem is that there was a trade around here. If you see this area right here in Bank Nifty, this supply was holding and this was again and again falling. So you could have attempted shorts here with a stop above this supply, and I think mostly that is done as well. So in the index, I'm expecting some bit of sideways movement right now. So do not really go and trade. Definitely no longs until this starts to go. All right, no longs until this starts to go. Orient abrasives. All right, let's check that out. Orient abrasives for a swing trade. See, again, I'm telling you, there is nothing in this chart. All right, it's not even trending right now. So why do you want to take a swing in this chart? All right, even though it's at the 50 EM and everything about this chart is okay, but why do you want to buy it? The supply is right here. So this will happen, right? This kind of stuff will repeat here. This supply is very active. So do not take these structures. Take sideways structures which are compact. All right. So you see the difference between something like this and something like this right here. All right. So until something like this builds up, you cannot expect any up move in this entire structure. All right. So I'll give you an example. You want to take structures like these, all right, where you see that the sideways movement is there. The supply has also been tested multiple times. So you want to trade structures like these, and also, of course, wait for a dip in the market before buying these. MFLV, what is MFL doing? I'm not even watching it. MFL is just all right. Nothing wrong with MFL. It will go up. You can hold it. Don't want to hold it for long term. You can exit below this demand, which is around 750. So the structure is perfectly all right in MFL. Nothing to worry about. Prism Johnson at CMP. All right, let's check it out. This was breaking out a few months. All right, Prism Johnson at CMP. Nothing. There is nothing here. Probably it's at the weekly, yes. So still, I would suggest not to buy it. See, when you're starting out, don't get stuck in small caps. Small caps are not trending right now. All right, small caps are not trending right now. They will probably bounce back. They'll they'll bounce up from the EMA like they're bouncing. The 50 weekly EMA which I posted on my Instagram story, but there is a lot of supply here, right? So there won't be any smooth trend in the small cap index anytime soon. So in this kind of a structure, why do you want to trade this small cap index? All right, trade stocks with trade sectors with good structure, something like this. See, it's not fallen a lot, and now it's at the supply immediately. All right, so anytime it breaks out and it starts to contract, this will definitely give good entries. See, something like Nifty Energy. I think we talked about the structure in ONGC as well. So let's check out ONGC. Where is ONGC? Right. So we talked about this structure in ONGC where it slowly pulls back to the 50 EMF. Unfortunately, erased it. But look at this structure. You want to trade stocks like this and not the small cap index. All right. ONGC can also move big. You see, it moved 50% here. So if ONGC stocks like ONGC are moving like this, so liquid, then why do you want to get into illiquid mid caps? You see something like this as well, very sideways, not really making a new low here. The structure is similar to Nifty. It's also holding this previous breakout demand. All right, this was your breakout level, and this was your breakout base or demand, whatever you want to call it. All right. So this structure is also very nice. Tata Power is, of course, it's good. We talked about this demand zone. Look at the reaction from the demand, right? Torrent Power, I think it has broken down, right? So ignore that. Reliance is also getting very good, right? So the energy index is trying to break out, all right? Energy stocks you see here is trying to break out. So you want to position yourself in these stocks, right? And you don't want to buy sectors which are not really doing anything. See something like IOC as well, extremely strong. Look at it; it's not even fallen. It's back to its high, which was created 3 days ago. All right. So once these things starts to contract and start form a base, these will move big. Right. So Nifty Energy definitely is in a nice bullish structure. So you don't want to miss out on these. NTPC as well. Look at this, very strong, trading above the 50 EMA. Nothing is trading above the 50 EMA in the market right now. All right. ONGC already discussed. Gale is a weaker one, right? So you see, Gale here, there was a lot of space here in Gale, right? This level, this one which I discussed about, and this has come down, filled it. So let it go back up till this area, right? Gale is not even trending, so it's actually the structure is very weak in Gale. So except from Gale and Torrent Power and BPCL, of course, all other, energy stocks are setting up really nicely. And same with auto stocks as well. If you see something like auto, and I've been discussing auto for like the past 2 weeks. Look at this. You want to buy into these sectors. You don't want to buy into sectors like small cap index, where you're seeing that there is no broad based index movement, right? So until and unless there is a broad based movement in index, I wouldn't really trade that sector at all. I wouldn't even touch it. Bank Nifty is also getting very strong. All right. Also, guys, make sure that you like the video. It helps with the YouTube algo. All right, Nifty IT, Varun Beverages. Let's check it out. Varun Beverages is good, but what is the FMCG index doing? Is it trying to go anywhere? I don't think so. Right, so FMCG index is not trying to do anything. It's at the previous supply, so be a bit careful. Aptus, all right. Aptus is all right, good, but again, small cap stocks, I wouldn't really bet until the broader market is moving together. All right. All right. DMart for intraday. Let's check it out. Nifty IT views. DMart for intraday. What do you want to do in DMart here? Well, you might see some kind of move above this, but again, it's not really doing anything at all. All right. So the point here is, if you're trying to take a long trade here, you see which base made the last high. Which base made the last high? This one right here. All right. If you don't consider this as a break of structure, which I don't. All right. I don't consider this as a break of structure. So mostly demand is coming from these lows. So if you're taking a long trade here, you are not in a position to to win the trade. All right. So always zoom out. I've told this so many times. Zoom out and see which base has made the highest high or the lowest low recently. All right. Where is the biggest move on the chart, and mark the base from where the move started. All right. So yeah. So basically this demand right here. This is where this uptrend started, and this got taken out. So anytime it comes to this demand, it's buyable, right? You look at this one. So it gave you an entry here, big move. Gave an entry here yesterday, big move, right? So these are the areas where you want to take intraday trades. You don't want to take intraday trades in the middle of nowhere, expecting a break of supply. Just